But Steph, what if I really want it?
Aw, Michael. No.
What's going on?
We're designing our dream house. We're trying to decide what we would put in our house to end all houses. And Steph won't let me have a pool room.
I don't want a pool room. I want a cosmetics room.
Well, in that case, why don't you just have both rooms?
Dick, whose house is this? I refuse to have a pool room in my house unless there's a pool in it.
But Steph...
Michael, how can this be a dream house if it has stuff in it I don't like? That would make it a bad dream house.
Dick, guess what was posted down at Peterson's?
Sale prices on flu and cold remedies.
Oh, those are always posted, Dick, so we can't accept that answer.
There was a notice that this town is going to form a glee club.
Hot dog.
There hasn't been this much excitement since the last time we had a glee club.
There was one before?
You bet. We were in 2 county fairs before we disbanded in a rift over whether to sway during Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. But nothing like that will happen this time because the new leader is Hazel Ferneyhow. She was a den mother for years. She'll run a tight ship.
But does she know anything about music, George?
Oh, yeah. She was choir director at the biggest Lutheran church in Tyville. And you know how those Lutherans can sing. She doesn't have perfect pitch, but she can recognize it.
Dick, I think this sounds like a lot of fun.
I do, too. You should try out.
And you'll try out, too?
No.
I'd think about it if I were you, Dick. There's nothing like gathering with your fellow townsmen to sing songs of inspiration. Well, I better go practice my 3 blind mice for the audition.
Come on, honey, let's join.
Honey, I don't want to join a glee club.
But you love to sing. And we've been saying we want to do something together outside the inn.
John, I don't feel comfortable with my voice, okay?
But you have a fine voice.
How do you know?
You sing on car trips all the time.
Honey, that's in a sedan. All right, if you must know, I've had some unpleasant experiences with these clubs. I mean, they're not the bastions of glee that their name would lead you to believe.
What are you talking about?
When I was 11, I joined our school glee club. And in one session, without any instructions, mind you, our teacher separated us into voice categories. Alto, soprano, contralto. And she put me in the category all by myself. The monotones.
Well, Dick, that was very cruel of that teacher.
Well, unfortunately, I was bragging about it until I looked it up.
Honey.
Joanna, I don't want to relive that.
You don't sing monotone. And besides, this is just some townspeople getting together to have fun. Come on. Trust me.
Oh, okay, but if I don't get in, or if I'm humiliated in any way, I can kill you. So, how do you think it went?
Oh, I think you did fine. America the Beautiful was a nice choice.
Just wish I hadn't forgotten the words.
You covered very nicely with the humming.
Joanna, you were wonderful. I didn't know you sing light opera. When you were performing, I thought I was on the HMS Pinafore.
Oh, thanks, George. I enjoyed your 3 Blind Mice, too.
Oh, sure. Everyone enjoys a classic. Oh, hi, Dick. You know, next time you might want to carry the words up with you.
Joanna, what a lovely audition.
Thank you, Chester.
George, solid as always.
Thanks.
Dick?
Well, congratulate me. I was just measured for my robe.
We were all measured.
Oh. So I shouldn't take that as a sign that I'm a shoo-in?
No.
Shoot, now I wish I hadn't already called the wife and told her to uncork that bottle of sparkling cider. We were saving it in case anything good ever happened to us.
Mrs. Loudon, just thought I'd say, nice tune. Oh, yeah, Loudon.
Yeah.
It's for Purple Mountain's Majesty. Above the fruited plain.
I forgot, okay?
Suppose you forgot the tune, too?
We're fine.
Okay, everyone. I have the list of Glee Club members if anyone's interested. Harley Eston, you're in.
Hot dog! I can't wait to tell the wife to break out the juice glasses.
Officer Shiflett, you're in.
Thank you, ma'am.
The gun goes inside the robe.
I can live with that.
Chester Wanamaker, you're in.
Thank you.
George Utley, you're in.
Oh, boy. I promise I'll do my best.
Good boy. Dick Loudon. Dick? No? You're in.
What?
Thank God.
Very melodic, Mr. Loudon. Very melodic.
Mrs. Ferneyhough. Oh, Mrs. Ferneyhough, you forgot to check the list for me.
No, I didn't, dear. I didn't have to. You didn't make it.
You want some more punch?
I guess I didn't know how high I'd let my hopes get. I was just assuming I'd get in. You must be relieved.
But what do you mean?
I mean, you never really wanted to be in the club, and since we were just doing this to have something we could do together, now there's no reason for you to be part of it.
Joanna, I don't think it's fair to quit this soon.
You're going to stay in a glee club that rejected me?
Well, honey, it's for the town. They said they could use a melodic singer.
Well, fine.
But yeah, look at the bright side. I don't have to tell you.
Well, if the house is 4 stories, there has to be an elevator.
I agree, Steph. I just don't think it should be made of glass.
Why on earth not?
Well, I just don't think the inside of an elevator is a place where I can always be counted on to look my best. From first to penthouse, I'd like the option to slouch and not be seen.
I don't think I know you.
Steph!
Joanna, I think you're being unreasonable expecting me to quit the Glee Club because you didn't get in. I mean, would you have quit if I didn't get in?
If you hadn't gotten in, it would have been because you forgot the words and hummed off key. I didn't get in because Mrs. Ferneyhough hates me.
You said I was fine.
I lied.
Joanna, I think you're jumping to conclusions as to why you didn't get in. I mean, Mrs. Ferneyhough has taught Lutherans. I mean, somebody with that kind of experience wouldn't do a thing like that on a whim. I think you should talk to her.
Well, yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, why would Mrs. Ferneyhough hate me? I've never done anything to her.
Exactly.
Although I did pass her in the grocery store when I had a lot on my mind and forgot to speak.
She would want revenge for that.
And her son's birthday was in the paper last week, and I didn't even send a card.
She doesn't hate you. I mean, talk to her and find out why she seems to hate you.
Okay, I will. After your rehearsal Thursday.
Good.
And what if I don't get any satisfaction?
Honey, I firmly believe if Hazel Fernyhough, a former den mother, is an honest and rational woman, but if we find that she wouldn't let you join for some petty reason, I will resign.
Promise.
Promise.
Okay.
I didn't really sing off key, did I?
Way down by the riverside.
Oh, very nice. Now, let's look at this next piece of music. Dick, you did such a nice job last time. Would you like to hand these out, too?
Shoot, I was just about to raise my hand.
Sure, just try to take a job away from the teacher's pet.
Dick, I want you to know I've been listening to you, and you have a beautiful E flat.
Really?
Very full-bodied.
Very full body.
Quiet!
Looks like
I
someone...
am not the teacher's pet.
All right, now, let's all stand up correctly. Harley, straighten that back. Officer Shiflett, chest out. Dick? Perfect. Everyone look at Dick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were finished.
Oh, my, 9 o'clock already. Well, that's all for tonight. Nice finial consonants, everyone.
Mrs. Fernyhough, could I speak to you for a second?
Why, of course.
I was thinking the other night, and I realized that I owe you an apology. I passed you in the store and was so preoccupied that I didn't speak.
Oh, honey, don't worry about it. These things happen all the time.
So you weren't bothered by that?
Heavens, no.
Oh. And I'm sorry I never sent your son a birthday card.
Well, I did think that was a little rude.
You did?
Yes, but then when I thought about it a minute, I realized he probably never sent you one either. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, Mrs. Fernyhough, I'm curious as to why I didn't get into the Glee Club. Was it my singing?
Oh, my, no. You have a lovely voice.
Then what was it?
Your height.
I beg your pardon?
Your height. We didn't have a match for you. You see, this whole choir was selected so that when lined up correctly, they form a perfect pyramid.
And you feel this is very important?
Oh, my, yes. The way food looks on a plate is 75% of how it tastes. My theory is the way a choir looks is 75% of how it sounds. So you see, if I were to let you in, we'd sound lopsided. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some organ stops to adjust.
Honey, did you straighten everything out?
Oh, yes. I didn't get in because of my height. Apparently, I'd mess up the pyramid. How's that for a silly reason?
Well, to tell the truth, I mean, you know, we do look pretty sharp, you know, all lined up together.
You're not going to quit, are you?
Joanna, I just don't think you're thinking this through.
And you truly don't think size is a petty reason for keeping me out?
I really don't. If I did, I wouldn't be staying.
Congratulations on your solo, Dick.
Yeah, way to go.
Hi, Joe. Reading again?
I like to read. Well, you two are all dressed up. Are you going to the Glee Club preview concert tonight?
Of course. I mean, it is an event. It's a pathetic excuse for an event, but it does qualify.
Steph and I try to attend anything in this town that you need tickets for.
Unless it involves winning a ham.
You know, this is the first time in over a week you two haven't been planning your dream house.
That's because we settled it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We've decided to build 2 separate houses on the same 100-acre grounds.
Divided only by a holly maze.
Boxwood maze.
But Sugar Lips, holly is much more colorful.
But boxwood is the traditional maze foliage.
Okay, Boxwood.
Right. See you, Joanna. Oh, don't pout. We can always put holly around the fountain.
What fountain?
Hi.
Hi.
I think it's real nice of you to attend the preview concert tonight.
I'm going for George. My applause will be very selective.
Look, honey, if somebody besmirched your name or lied about you, I mean, I would refuse to associate with that person, but, I mean, not getting into a glee club is hardly a call to defend your honor or give up my solo.
So we're where we always were, poles apart.
Oh, I'd feel a lot better if you would wish me luck tonight.
Dick, break a leg.
Thanks.
In fact, break both of them.
George, would you practice my solo with me?
Sure, Dick. Down by the old mill stream.
Mill stream.
Where I first met you.
Met you.
You're gonna knock their socks off, Dick.
Well, I'm pretty excited. You know, I've never had a solo before.
Technically, it's an echo, Dick.
Boy, there's nothing like a robe to make you feel like a choir member, huh?
Nervous about your echo, Dick?
Well, maybe a little.
Well, I've sung dozens in my time, and I've got a little tip, if you're interested.
Sure.
Never drink milk.
Gather round, everyone. Now, this is a preview concert designed so we can get used to singing in front of the public. Now, let's take our places. And remember, no talking, no gum chewing, and no milk. Dick, you won't be singing tonight.
You mean my solo is out?
I mean, you're out. Your match, Mrs. Eads, broke her hip. She's down for the season. Sorry.
But I can go on without her.
And mess up my pyramid?
The audience is getting restless.
Can't you find anyone to take her place?
The only person who would qualify would be Joanna on a box. Now, I have the box.
And I can get Joanna.
Are you sure?
Sure. I've been a good and faithful husband for 17 years. I mean, she does owe me something. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
Lost?
Joanna, how would you like to be in the Glee Club?
What are you talking about?
Well, there's an opening, so you know I thought of you. You know, just come with me. Your robe awaits.
Not so fast. I heard about Mrs. Eads' hip.
Oh,
This is her granddaughter, Susie.
Hi.
nice to meet you.
She's doing fine.
Good. Come on, Joanna. This solves all our problems. You get to sing. I get to sing.
Not all our problems, Dick. You broke a promise to me.
What promise?
You promised to stand by her and resign the choir, and you didn't.
No. I made a conditional promise. I promised that if I thought that Mrs. Ferneyhouse's reasons were silly, that I'd resign. But at the time, I didn't think that. Why am I telling you?
I'm Susie's husband, Huck. You didn't think that being the wrong height was silly?
Have you talked to these people?
I needed to vent a little.
Well, now I realize that Mrs. Ferneyhouse's height regulations were pretty petty.
now that they affect you.
People grow and learn. Oh, okay, Joanna, I was wrong. Let's forgive and forget. Let's move forward. Let's sing.
No.
Dick, we can't wait much longer.
Joanna, I can't let you pass up this opportunity. Now you can be as wrong as I was, or you can rise above it.
I'll be as wrong as you were.
Joanna.
Come on, Loudon. Leave her alone if she doesn't want to sing.
Look, could you stay out of this? I doubt if she told you everything.
Yes, I did.
Did you tell him about the solo?
Oh, I heard it was more of an echo.
Dick, my mind is made up.
Oh, okay. I'll just take off my robe and try to find a seat. Probably somewhere in the back. I won't bother anybody with my sniffling. Boy, you are a cold woman, Joanna. But I guess I've been pretty insensitive too. I'm really sorry that I was so selfish. I'm garbage.
What did he say?
I'm garbage.
Oh, all right, I'll sing. You pathetic to be into it.
You mean it?
Yes. Wait a minute, we're not the same size. How can I be your match?
Well, there's a little matter of a box. But honey, please don't back down now.
All right. I'll sing on a box.
You're the best.
But, Dick, that solo of yours,
Yeah.
now it's a duet.
Meow.
Dick, honey, I just met the most perfect, wonderful woman at the antique shop, and I can't wait for you to meet her.
Well, honey, I'm pretty satisfied with you, but let's hear about
Her name is Irma Brown. She runs the antique shop, and I think she'd be great for George.
it. Honey, couldn't you have just come back with a rocking chair?
Come on, Dick. I just thought I'd invite Irma over tonight and let George meet her.
Honey, why do all women love to get involved in matchmaking? I think it's a real bad idea. I mean, you're responsible for the way the relationship turns out. And if this thing blows up in George's face, then we've got to put up with his disappointment.
Yeah, but what if it goes great and they really hit it off?
Then I've got to put up with your gloating. Joanna, stay out of it. George is fine. He's happy with his life the way it is.
Well, I'm ready for another big Saturday night.
You see?
I'm going to regrout the bathroom in room 6.
Oh, fix him up.
George, there's a woman I'd like you to meet. Her name is Irma Brown, and she runs an antique shop in Tyville.
Tyville?
Uh-huh.
That's 8 miles away.
So?
I don't know, Joanna. Those long-distance relationships are just trouble.
Now, George, I think she'd be perfect for you.
Really? Does she have blue eyes?
No.
Is she tall?
Well, no.
Does she have long hair?
Not really.
Gee, Joanna, what made you think of me?
George, just let me call her up and invite her over tonight.
Well, does she like butterscotch pudding?
Just give her a shot, George.
All right, I'll see her.
Great.
I hope I did the right thing, Dick. I was really looking forward to that regrouting.
Hi, I'm Jim Ramming. I'm here to check in.
Do you have a reservation?
No, but I don't think that should be a problem.
Well, you're in luck. We have a cancellation.
There might be.
I'll put you in room 5.
Now, you're sure that's the best room you have? You wouldn't be holding back a better one, say the Hamilton room?
No, that's the only room available.
Sure it is.
Look, you don't have to do that here at the Stratford.
Oh, I understand. I'm terribly sorry. Please, forgive me.
Let me help you.
Oh, well, thank you. That's terrific. Great job. Ahoy, Popeye. Olive. Is my sweet pea around?
Come on, Michael. We have just enough time to catch the 8 o'clock show.
We're off.
Hold on, Stephanie. We have a new guest in room 5, Mr. Ramming. Did you bring him his towels?
Oh, Joanna, couldn't he drip dry just this once?
Stephanie.
Great. Terry Fuzz.
Don't worry, Cupcake. I'll help you tote him his towels.
Let's hurry. Why bother going to the movies if your grand entrance is in the dark?
Well, how do I look?
Oh, George, you look nice. Irma's going to be impressed.
Yeah, just remember, George, all blind dates don't work out, so if this one doesn't, don't be too upset.
I think you could show a little support.
No, I'm sorry, George. Have a terrific time tonight. And remember, I didn't have a thing to do with this.
I never know what to wear on these things. I mean, I only have so many clothes. And if I put on my best stuff for the first date, she'll just be disappointed on the second.
Irma, hi. It's good to see you. Irma, this is my husband, Dick.
How do you do?
And this is George Utley.
Hi.
Hi. Normally, I'd never do this, but Joanna was very persistent.
Well, normally I'd never agree.
Can I get anybody something to drink?
Your mouth getting dry, too?
Dick, I could use a hand with the drinks.
Are you sure you've done such a good job so far?
So, Joanna tells me you grew up here at the inn and that you love baseball and that you're the best handyman around.
Gee, she didn't give me half as much to go on.
Well, there's not that much to tell. I'm an antique dealer. Actually, the family's been in the furniture business for years. My granddad sold them new, I sell them used.
I love antiques.
That's good to hear, because sometimes I never know what's creaking, me or my inventory.
Oh.
George, have you ever been to an estate auction? There's one tonight in Tyville.
All the way over. It sounds like fun.
You know, for a blind date, you're much more handsome than I expected.
And for a girl without blue eyes or long hair, you're okay, too.
Oh, you're leaving.
Oh, yes, it's back to Tyville.
Well, I'm sorry this didn't work out.
Oh, no, Dick. I think Irma's great. We're going to a big estate auction there.
Well, that's nice, too.
Oh, why can't we have more guests? Why can't we have more guests like Mr. Ramming? I just wish we hadn't run out of towels.
George, I'm so happy you had fun at the auction.
It was fun. I'm just glad I sat on my hands. Or who knows what else I would have bought.
Well, at least you got stuck with a famous memento. The Nutcracker from Franklin Delano Roosevelt's very own kitchen.
Yeah, they told me it was one of his favorites. They say he kept it jammed under his wheelchair to keep it from rolling.
Thanks.
This place has the best water in town. It's the ice. You know, I'm having a real good time tonight.
Me too, George. But then it's hard to miss when you have good company. Good ice.
Oh, let me give you a tip. Be careful of the a la mode. The ice cream in here is so hard it squashes the pie.
Thanks, but I think I see what I want already. Butterscotch pudding.
I didn't think this date could get any better. You know, tomorrow night, Farmer Mahoney is throwing his annual barn dance. It's a lot of fun. BYOB. Bring your own bale.
That does sound like fun.
It can get pretty wild. Last year it started at 9 and ran straight through milking. So, shall we make it a date?
You're on.
So, you're seeing someone else?
I think he means you.
Cal!
Figures. I come in for pudding, I find you sipping water with another guy.
Cal, we agreed not to see each other anymore.
Well, that didn't mean the minute my back was turned, you had to go take up with the Dapper Dan.
Please.
I guess going out with a tree surgeon wasn't good enough for you. You had to find a pretty boy in a sports jacket. What do you do anyway?
I'm the handyman at the Stratford Inn.
Ah, a handyman. Mr. Hotsy Totsy.
Now, just hold on a minute there.
Yeah, that figures, napkin in the lap and everything. Well, you listen to me and you listen good, Mr. Park Avenue. I see you with my girl Irma again, I'm gonna tattoo your face.
Suddenly, I'm not in the mood for butterscotch pudding.
I'm so embarrassed. Maybe you should take me home and forget about tomorrow's date.
No, I like you. And no bully is going to keep us from seeing each other. And darn it, we're going to have that pudding. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 9.
Morning, George.
Good morning.
Okay, tell us all about last night with Irma.
Well, we went out to an auction.
Uh-huh.
We got something to eat afterwards. I almost got beat up. We made another date for tonight, and then I came home.
You almost got beat up?
Gee, Dick, you would have to harp on the one bad thing. Pass the cream.
George, what happened?
Irma's old boyfriend, Cal, showed up at the diner.
And he threatened you?
Actually, it sounded more like a promise. He said if I saw Irma again, he'd tattoo my face.
Was Irma serious with this guy?
She said they only went out for a little while. She finally stopped dating him when he slugged an usher.
He beat somebody up at the movies?
At church.
Hey there! Hi Hello there.
Hi, Michael.
Ooh, stop over in Sullen City. What's all the hush fuss?
I fixed George up on a blind date with somebody who has a very jealous ex-boyfriend.
That's easy, George. Drop her.
I can't do that.
Oh, I get it. Hooked yourself a looker.
Looks have nothing to do with it.
Get real, Dick. He's going to get his head bashed in by some bozo Bluto over a bow wow?
George, maybe you can sick this guy on Michael.
Well, I hope I don't have to fight him, but I'm still going out with Irma tonight.
George, you can't get in a fight over a girl. This isn't the 5th grade.
I wish it were. I was taller than everybody else.
George, the point is, fighting never solved anything. I mean, it's pointless and barbaric, and no way for two mature grown men to deal with a situation.
Yeah, tell that to Cal, but first cut out some of those big words.
Dick, I don't think we have to worry about George. He's always got that hammer. Besides, we've got TV to transmit. But first, a morning dose of fresh squeeze from my citrus sweetie. Oh, thanks for getting that door, pal.
Mr. Ramming, I don't want your money.
You know, I kind of help with that door thing.
You know, I'd really appreciate a nice table this morning. You know what I mean?
Certainly. We have a very nice table right over here. Of course, there's an even nicer table right there.
Ah, yes.
What would you like this morning? Pancakes, eggs, or cereal?
Well, I think I'm in the mood for something a little more New Englandish. Why don't you see if you have a lobster back there?
Mr. Ramming, I really don't think we have any. I'll see what I can do.
Stephanie, you're taking advantage of Mr. Ramming.
Oh, come on, Joanna. He's begging for it.
Go back there and give him back his money.
Here you go, Mr. Ramming. You know, the proper way to do this is just leave it under the plate.
Yes. Thank you for that bit of advice.
So, there you are. You in the shiny overalls.
Uh-oh.
I called Irma this morning to ask her out for tonight. She told me she was busy. Well, it didn't take me long to figure out she was going out with Mr. Fancy Pants here.
So I take a little pride in how I dress.
Now, George.
From what poor sap did you steal this one?
Joanna and her husband run the inn.
Your boss's wife? That's it. Come on, outside.
Oh, wait a minute, just a minute here. I will not have any fighting here.
All right. Vickers Park tonight, 9 o'clock sharp.
I'm not going to be there, Cal, because I have a date at 9 with Irma.
Okay. 8 o'clock. And you better be there.
George, you're not going to go through with this.
Joanna, I'm not going to be intimidated. Besides, I couldn't back down in front of the whole breakfast crowd.
Oh, Dick. George just took off for Vickers Park to fight Irma's old boyfriend.
What?
He came here and challenged George.
Did George at least take his hammer? All right, Joanna, I'm going to go there and put a diplomatic end to this thing.
Oh, I don't know, Dick. This Cal is pretty unreasonable.
Joanna, relax. I can handle this. I've had a lot of people on Vermont Today with opposing views. I've done the show for 4 years. No one has been hurt, and no one has been killed.
Dick, Cal is a little more bloodthirsty than the League of Women Voters.
Joanna, calm down. Are you calm?
I guess so.
See how good I am?
Mrs. Loudon, glad I caught you. My room is nice, but I just saw a little bigger one, and I was wondering if I could switch.
Mr. Ramming, you don't have to do that. If the room is available, I will be glad
I don't think
to.
availability is going to be a problem.
What room did you have in mind?
The blue one around the corner with the big comfortable bed and spacious walk-in closet.
That's my room.
Oh, I understand. So I guess it's very inconvenient.
Mr. Ramming.
I was told the room could be made available.
Well, who told you that? Stephanie?
Oh, come on, Joanna. Where's your sense of adventure? You and Dick could pack up a few items and just take off for room 6. Think of it as a vacation.
Absolutely not. Sorry, Mr. Ramming. Oh, George, are you okay?
Yeah. I didn't even make it to the park.
Oh, good. You've come to your senses?
No, I've got to get my tire iron.
George!
I got a flat tire. And I must have forgotten to put the jack back in the truck after I took off the snow tires. Serves me right for being in such a rush for spring.
Well, Dick just left to break up the fight. Didn't he pass you?
No, darn it. I guess I'd better jog over there and give Dick something to break up.
George, take my car. If you really insist on fighting this guy, I don't want you to show up winded.
Thanks.
Is that guy really going to fight somebody?
I'm afraid so.
$20 to tell me where Vickers Park is.
Hi. You wouldn't be looking for George Utley, would you?
What's it to you?
I'm Dick Loudon. George works for him. I'm sort of, looking for him too.
Oh, you found out about your wife, huh? Well, you're gonna have to stand in line, because I got first crack at that gigolo.
George isn't a gigolo.
Hey, man, open your eyes. Hey, listen, you do what you want. But I warned Utley what I'd do to him if I caught him with my Irma again.
Look, why don't we take a deep breath and just kind of collect our thoughts and just discuss this thing like the two adults that we are. Come on.
Oh, I get it. Pretty boy sends his snotty rich boss to beg for his hide.
Cal, I mean, don't you feel silly, calling people names? I mean, it really makes you seem small. In the abstract, of course.
Now I know why Utley isn't here. He's a dirty, lousy coward.
Cal, you're not even trying to discuss this thing like the two grown-up men that we are.
Not only is he the biggest chicken in the world, but he sends a little pasty-faced Lord Fauntleroy in his place.
Cal, you got 5 seconds to get your hand off my swing.
Oh, Dick. How'd it go? A black eye, Dick.
You should see the other guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hit Cal so hard. But when he hauled off and socked Dick...
Sucker punched.
Well, Joanna, I lost my head.
George, fighting like schoolboys.
You're right. I almost feel like grounding myself. But when that guy hit my friend...
Sucker punched.
Anyway, I feel awful. You were right, Dick. Fighting is a silly way to solve a problem. It's barbaric, and it's pointless, and it's no way for two mature men...
shut up, George.
Well, I can't remember when I've had a nicer vacation. I'd stay another week, but this place costs a mint. Still, I just have to thank you. And you, and you.
Mr. Ramming, we appreciate your generosity, but all these tips aren't going to get you better treatment here at the Stratford.
Gee, I always thought the only way to get better service was to buy it.
You don't have to do that.
Most people would be glad to help.
Gee, I'm really touched. I don't know what to say. I gotta give you something. Mister, you order a cab? Well, thanks again for everything.
Bye-bye.
I wonder if any of that sunk in.
Gee, thanks, mister.